Welcome back to The Explainer, everyone. Today, we're diving into something absolutely wild. We're doing a linguistic deconstruction of a brand new beta, introducing Claude Science. Now, usually when a massive new piece of scientific tech drops, right, we get these huge, dense white papers full of jargon. But the source material for this beta launch, it is completely different. It literally strips away all the noise. Especially for students trying to figure out how this technology actually works under the hood, this is essentially a masterclass in minimalist communication. We're going to treat this incredibly unique material with the gravity it deserves, and together we're going to break it down piece by piece to uncover the real operational architecture here.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Hey, wow, heat, no. Hey. Yeah, you heard me right. That is the entire unaltered transcript of the Claude Science beta announcement. Now, I know what you might be thinking. It sounds like a completely random string of utterances, right? But it's actually not. This is the complete emotional and functional journey of the product introduction. If we want to understand how Claude Science operates and really simplify its core mechanics so it makes sense for students of technology, we have to look at this text as a literal structural blueprint. Sure, it's abstract, but man, it carries such a distinct rhythm. It flows from a greeting straight into discovery, then hits this intense friction, goes through a transition, and circles right back to the user. It is a fully self-contained technological life cycle, just expressed through pure abstract vocalization.
And I really want to emphasize the stark brevity of what we're looking at here. Exactly 11 words contain the entire scope of this product introduction. Think about that for a second. We live in an era where tech companies just flood us with endless spec sheets and marketing copy, right? So releasing a statement of exactly 11 words, that is a profoundly deliberate choice. It forces us as learners to pause and really weigh every single syllable. Every word in this sequence carries exactly 1/11 of the total communicative burden of the launch. There's zero fluff, absolutely nowhere for the underlying message to hide. It's this exercise in extreme linguistic efficiency, boiling down complex scientific potential into just elemental vocal reactions.
And this brilliantly illustrates what happens when we plot the statistical frequency of this vocabulary. The data reveals a highly specific priority in the messaging. Check out the dominance of the word hey, sitting at 4 total occurrences, compared to wow and heat, which only show up twice each. So, what does this tell us about how Claude Science actually works? Well, it tells us this technology prioritizes connection above all else. The greeting, the literal act of establishing a link with the user, takes up almost half of the entire bandwidth of the transcript. The expressions of awe, the raw power, they take a back seat to the simple act of saying hello. For students trying to wrap their heads around user-centric design, this is the perfect way to visualize it. The human connection is mathematically far more prominent than the sheer power of the machine.
So let's trace this chronologically. We start with phase 1, the greeting, which is hey. This opening trilogy mathematically sets up the anticipation phase of the whole hype cycle. It's not just a casual hello, it's a rapidly repeating signal. You can kind of think of it like a sonar ping, or maybe a 3-way network handshake trying to establish a secure server connection. The rapid-fire succession of those 3 identical words builds this really immediate bouncing rhythm. It alerts whoever is listening that something active is happening, waking up our attention before the system does any actual heavy lifting or processing.
Now, to understand exactly how this greeting functions on a technical level, let's break it down into 3 key factors. First off, repetition establishes an immediate, undeniable connection. I mean, if someone just says hey once, you might miss it, right? But 3 times, you're locked in. Second, that triple cadence is literally a drum roll. It builds massive anticipation. And third, which is super important for product launch, it signals an incredibly informal, accessible beta stage. By going with a lowercase, super casual hey instead of, some rigid greetings or system online, the tech presents itself as totally approachable. For any student diving into scientific tools for the first time, this completely shatters that intimidation factor. It implicitly warms you up for a complex new environment without throwing a single piece of scary technical jargon your way.
Now, what's really interesting about this transition is what happens right after that greeting. We move straight into phase 2, wow, which represents pure awe. This is basically the front-end user experience, that magical moment of discovery when the scientific data first drops. But then it's immediately juxtaposed against phase 3, heat. This is the intensity phase. This represents the back-end processing, the escalating friction, the sheer computational thermal dynamics of the technology actually doing the work. We shift instantly from this very human emotional reaction of wow right into the physical, intense reality of heat. It's a perfectly balanced equation when you think about it. You've got the magic of the output on one side and the grinding, intense effort of the engine on the other. And mapping this out chronologically on a timeline really lets us see the seamless flow of this 11-word architecture. In the very first second, the system reaches out, hey, hey, hey. In the second second, the user comprehends what it can do. Wow, wow. In the third, the system runs at absolute maximum capacity to deliver the science, heat, heat. And finally, in the fourth second, it resolves into no, oh, hey. Watching this play out over time shows us that we're not just looking at a random list of words. We're looking at an operational cycle. It is the exact, literal lifespan of a single, highly intense computational query, perfectly visualized second by second. But then we hit what is easily the most enigmatic part of the entire transcript, the solitary letter N. Now, we absolutely cannot dismiss this as a typo or some accidental utterance. No way. In a dataset that is exactly 11 words long, a single letter is monumental. We have to look at N as the transitional phonetic bridge. It is the crucial link between the absolute climax of intensity, that heat phase, and the grounding reconnection that comes right after. In math and science, N usually represents an undefined variable or a set of natural numbers. But here, it's the pivot point. It is the exact microsecond where the heavy processing stops, the system cools down, and the technology prepares to hand the output back to be human. Let's move to how this builds, because all of that crazy intensity finally resolves into phase 4, the reconnection, which is, oh hey. You really have to notice the shift in tone here. We've moved from the frantic, rapid-fire repetition of the opening, hey, 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 gone through the sheer amazement of wow, pushed past the friction of heat, and safely crossed the bridge of Nen. And now, the system just exhales. Oh hey. It's this casual, almost surprised return to the user. It basically signals that the complex scientific work is totally complete, the data is processed, and the system is warmly presenting you with the results. It's just a brilliant example of cooling down an interaction and bringing the user right back to a state of equilibrium. So what does this all mean? Well, it leaves us with one final, pretty profound question to ponder as we step back and look at this complete linguistic architecture. Does that final oh hey signal the absolute end of this beta introduction, or is it actually the beginning of a continuous loop? When the system says, oh hey, is it just starting the cycle all over again, gearing up for the next wow and the next wave of heat? Because in scientific discovery, and honestly in the hype cycles of new tech in general, the end of one experiment is almost always the beginning of the next. It's a truly fascinating way to think about how tools like Claude Science might actually operate, not as a straight line, but as a continuous, repeating loop of connection, discovery, intense work, and reconnection. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I really hope this helps you look at the language of technology in a completely new way.